showed up, and B6 already showed up, and there's no surprise he has issues with his extrathalamic cortical modulating system. So we're going to correct that when I get back.
So he had multiple head points.
Yes, multiple head points. Okay. Eye side to side 2 or 3 times. Okay, push in. Okay. I'm just going to check here again, see if it's faster here. Push. It is. I'm just checking the stringer now to see if he has ink spots. Doesn't have them, so this ink issues probably hasn't been around for very long.
You're looking for white spots?
Yeah. Have you been eating differently in the last few days? That's kind of a dumb question when you're traveling, huh? Yeah. So he has a right pyramidal pattern. It's pretty easy to find. So we have one more time through.
So his pyramidal pattern was because he has a unilateral quad or fib flexor?
Well, he had pyramidal. Remember we have a whole list of muscles that were normally inhibited.
Hip flexors, yeah.
Yeah, he had all of them.
Oh, he had all.
Yeah, if they have one, they're typically going to have all. Just
Okay.
one may show up more than the other. Since it's quad supraspinatus, we just totally agree. There's just no
Okay.
sense in belaboring the whole thing. So
Yeah.
push it. Okay. Go back to his pyramidal pattern. We corrected the Otis syncopal dysfunction. Now we want to find out why he has a pyramidal pattern. Okay, and this one seems to be segmental, okay, which is kind of cool because, he's a young, healthy guy. He shouldn't have too many things going on. So let's find out what's going to correct this pyramidal pattern.
What was his dysfunction indicator? Was it cortical or?
Oh, that's right. I forgot to do that. I got ahead of myself. I totally apologize. Okay, look to the left of your eyes for me. Okay, so it's not cortical. So let's check basal ganglia. Okay. And something else may show up because I got ahead of myself there. So I want you to visualize climbing the steep flight of stairs. Okay, push. So this is basal ganglia. Okay, that's good. Now we've activated the basal ganglia dysfunction. Something else is going to show up. And again, I'm sorry for confusing you on that. Push forward. And push. Push back. No, still segmental. Okay, so let's go find our spot. Now you notice I'm checking on the opposite side of the pyramidal pattern. Because remember that the mechanoreceptor input goes here, and through the cerebellum, the thalamus, and up to the opposite cortex. Okay. So I'm just challenging his foot for the way I'm going to adjust it. Think about climbing steep flight of stairs. Bingo, simple foot adjustment. Did the trick there. That's kind of cool. It goes to show you how powerful the effect of manipulation is on the brain also. So it was good that we saw one that was mechanical. So now we're going to go through the basal ganglia stuff. All patterns first, I'm sorry. So all those were clear. So this pyramidal pattern is not very old. I mean, maybe he acquired it in his trip out here. He came from New York, diet, things like that. So, okay, next. Basal ganglia. There you go. Okay. Now we're going to challenge you hippocampus. That's Okay, so the indicator muscle test for the hippocampus is clear. You know, just for academic purposes, we can challenge it again. So why don't you count backwards from 100 for me by 7?
So why do we go to basal ganglia, all patterns back to basal ganglia?
Because Lawrence pushed the wrong button. Oh, he asked why we went back and came back.
Oh,
He pushed the wrong button.
what too many?
Okay, so his hippocampus is fine. I just had him count backwards by from 100 by 7, and he was spot on. You know, didn't select 7. Okay, let's go to the next one. Okay, so we're going to do vestibular colic reflex. Okay, so on this one, both mastoids will therapy localize, and he has that. So this is a good point to demonstrate that. And so, so I want you to just gently push your forehead against my hand. That's all you have to have him do. It's very subtle. Okay. And he has dysfunction of the vestibular colic reflex. So we're going to look at our alarm points to see what we need to correct segmentally. Okay, upper thoracic spine, so I'm just going to do.
It was lung, so it was on T3.
Okay, that now normalize that reflex. So now we're going to do the interlimb reflex. That's when you guys all practice. So I want you to swing your arms. Okay, now hold your arm up for me. Lift them up. Okay, good. Now I want you to paddle the legs for me. So this small intestine meridian showed up, so I'm going to give him a little sacroiliac jolt there, and then hold it on that. Push. Okay. Paddle the legs for me again. Okay, good. Okay, and so interlimb reflex is normalized now. Okay, next. Okay, lateral positive support effect. Simply minor surface down, push out, and push out. We've got dysfunction there. Push, check his foot, nothing there. So since we adjusted the sacroiliac joint, let's check for large intestine. We'll check L5. Okay, we'll move on to that side.
And do you check the Levitt brother maybe on that?
Nothing there. Okay. So now we're going to do positive support mechanism. I'm going to have him put up there. Okay, I'm going to squish his transverse arch and push. And that's normal. Squish the longitudinal arch. Push. And that's normal. Okay. Onward. Okay, so we've pretty much done extremities already, so we can skip that. So go ahead and stand up for me. Okay, close your eyes and push in. And push. Okay. And relax. Eyes closed. Push. Step forward on the left foot. Eyes closed. Push. Step back forward.
So those are all negative?
Go ahead, look at it. Okay, so we're doing body map adjustment. We just had a little subtle pain in his foot. I checked governing vessel 17, Care Aqueduct Grade didn't show up, but body map did show up. I just did it by rubbing. Okay, so I'm going to reset that. I checked K27, nothing showed up there. So again, pretty simple treatment here. Okay, push in. That's clear. Okay, close your eyes for me. Open them. Keep your eyes open. Close your eyes. So, at the end of treatment, what I would be checking on is did we find gut permeability on you? No. Swamp testing, okay, so I'd probably check him on some repair bite, some probiotics, definitely zinc, he's got zinc issues. His gut may be toxic enough to be binding up zinc, but I don't think so because other things weren't complicated enough. And so it may be simply that he needs more zinc, and it may be that he needs B6 and zinc, maybe he's not producing enough hydrochloric acid and just pancreatic enzymes. It could be something that simple. So that's what I've been checking at the end of this treatment. So, okay, so I think you got some pretty good ideas of what's going on. So let's partner up and see if we can individually kind of work through this whole thing. And so I feel good about you guys before we take